Welcome back to As I Play Dying.
Hello, everyone.
We're so glad you're here.
I, for one, am glad that you're here.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean that sarcastically.
No.
It's really nice that we can just share this goofy little squid inking experience with you folks.
Yes.
Or whatever it may be.
I don't know. We haven't been paying attention to the game much at all, I don't think,
I don't know what's
far in
happening.
this series. But
We're in a teapot now. You're a kid. You're a squid. Who knows what's going on?
I've been letting this game happen to me on autopilot while I've been playing this, which is fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Good.
It's nice to just sit and hang out.
That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah. Dualies.
Take this with you. It'll help me gather some protocol data.
Yeah, I can be Tracer now.
Oh, sweet.
I'm certain they added these because of Tracer. Because
Cheers, love. The cephalopods arrived.
They have, the two guns, and they have a dodge.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking sweet dodge animation.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I like it a lot. This game is kind of cool.
I really like it. It's got some charm to it that is, I don't know where it is. Because when they first announced it, I'm like, this looks really dumb. And then I played it, I'm like, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
And then
You mean Splatoon 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they first announced it, I'm like, oh, this is a new IP. It's weird. What the hell?
Yeah, what the fuck? It's a bunch of squid and food, and it's from the mid-90s. It's like a fucking Tony Hawk game.
I think my problem with it was that typically when you're saying, oh, we have a new Nintendo IP, what are the popular Nintendo IPs? Mario, Zelda, Metroid, you know what I mean? Donkey Kong, F-Zero.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Yes. These games have one thing in common, and that is a very colorful and memorable cast of characters. And I felt like when Splatoon was announced...
Nothing memorable. Colorful, sure.
Colorful, but it's like, there's not a Mario, there's not a Link, there's faceless Inkling boy or girl. Which
People have kind of come to treasure the Inklings, though.
No, I think that they, without a name or without really even a personality, I think their designs are good enough that they have become iconic in their own way. That's separate from, like, being a character.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Especially, for a game or an environment where it needs to be applicable to a lot of different people.
Yes.
Side note, though, I want to play Super Friedrich Nietzsche again so bad.
Yeah, that would be a great one.
That game was fucking awesome.
Yeah. You and the alt-right.
Oh, God.
I'm kidding.
Another injustice.
I know. I was reading an article. I forget any points from it because I don't remember anything from anything I read anymore because...
Dude, I have that problem, too.
I know.
For real, it's awful.
It's because information...
It makes me feel stupid.
No, information is a fire hose now. It comes in at a breakneck pace. So to remember anything, you have to willingly choose to not take in everything. Which is tough. You know what I mean? It's tough.
It's a good way to phrase it.
Because I want to take in everything, but I take in so much shit. Not even shit, good information, but so much of it sometimes because I have access to all of it.
Yeah.
That I remember none of it or very little of it. Anyway,
see, this isn't. We were talking about this earlier. Just because we can do all these things and we can make our world look the way it does.
Right.
Like, constant access to everything. Everybody's connected all the time. Does not mean that always needs to be how it is.
Correct.
There's, people got to think about stuff.
I know.
Fuck, I had something else to say based on what you were talking about.
That's fine.
What was it?
I don't know.
I'm actually a big fan. I mean, I'm not a fucking philosopher or really that smart or anything like that, but...
I would disagree. I think you're quite smart.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I've read some Nietzsche in school and recreationally because I liked it in school. And it's very sad, I think, that people like the alt-right or the original, fascists grabbed onto his shit. Because I remember we read, it wasn't Thus Spake Zarathustra or whatever I think was probably likely to be co-opted by that. But
I think it's the idea of the Superman.
The Ubermensch, that's from Thus Spake Zarathustra.
Yeah.
But with the stuff that we read, it was really interesting because it was just like there was so much positivity in it.
Weird.
Which is probably not what you think of, right?
I haven't read much Nietzsche. I did some study of him, just cursory, because I did debate, a philosophy debate specifically, where it was relevant.
Yeah.
But I don't know enough about him, but I always just took him to be pretty dour.
Well, I think he kind of had phases because he was a very troubled guy.
Right.
And he had some things where, he was really like, you know what, everything sucks. And then he had some other things from the complete opposite perspective. Or like I said, they had this really effusive fucking hopefulness about them.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it was kind of awesome. So it's a bummer. I mean, it's a bummer to see Nazis co-opt anything.
Of course.
But especially something where, it seems like completely antithetical.
Yeah.
A complete misrepresentation of what's going on there.
That's what that article was about the misrepresentation and co-opting of Nietzsche by the alt-right and by Nazis.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any of the points it made.
Okay.
So I'm great.
I'm still trying to think about what super Friedrich Nietzsche would look like.
I don't know.
I suppose eventually you become the Ubermensch.
Right, yeah, of course. After you collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
I was just going to say that. Way past enlightened. Gotta think fast.
Oh my god.
This must happen.
I mean, that's the whole idea of 2001: A Space Odyssey, too.
Becoming the next stage of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Ubermensch was.
Yep, that's why the piece that starts that movie is also Sprach Zarathustra.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Should read that book again.
Yep.
Like, comment, and subscribe with your favorite 19th century philosophers. 20th century, I guess.
I have Either Or here by Soren Kierkegaard. I don't know what century he was. I forget. I'm a bad person.
Uh-huh.
But I have it here, and I've tried reading it so many times, and it is so fucking dense. Like, I end up just sitting down and reading one page 7 times or something.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck did I just...
feel
oh
like
my God.
don't understand this.
Yeah. It's kind of embarrassing, right?
It is.
You're like, other people get this on the first try, don't they?
Yeah.
Whether they do or not.
Well, some people, I don't know. I find philosophy interesting, but I took a Roots of Modern Thought class, and I don't think that I'm that good at it.
I did that when I was in college. I think people get down on, there's a lot of confused discussion about college these days.
Right.
And what the fuck it is, and who it's for, and stuff like that.
Right.
And when I'm very, very glad that I had the experience.
Right.
For a lot of reasons. And when I first started college, I didn't know what I wanted to be. Like, I still don't.
Right.
And,
I think that's kind of a silly line of thought anyway, but we can talk about that later.
Okay.
Go on.
Whoa, this is an interesting color scheme.
Yeah, we're in space.
Nice. What was I? Oh, yeah. So, my first class, like my advisory type class, my freshman preceptorial, was taught by a pretty sweet dude named Dan Wack.
Yeah.
And he was a philosophy professor. And I liked him, so I continued taking some philosophy classes.
Yeah.
And I had that realization at one point. I was just like, you know what? I kind of like this, but I'm 99% sure I truly don't get it.
Yes.
I am not... There's a core aspect of this that I am not understanding. And I think that now I'd be more likely to.
Right.
I'm better equipped to. And that, I guess, is the kind of the point I was getting at, is that it's a long process of thought and learning that goes toward, fucking comprehending shit like that.
Yeah, I have a bad habit because I grew up... This is going to sound really prideful. I don't mean it to be this way. But
I grew up super fucking smart and handsome and talented.
I was not handsome. No.
But smart and talented.
What I'm trying to say is, like, I grew up being pretty much halfway decent at anything I wanted to kind of put my mind to. Mm-hmm. I think you probably feel similarly.
I know what you're getting at, yeah.
But I feel like now that's made me ill-equipped to deal with things that I am not immediately somewhat comparable at. Mm-hmm. Like something that takes actual work to get good at.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
Because some things like, okay, I started playing the violin. Obviously, I had to work to learn how to play the violin. But I wasn't, like, immediately off the bat, I wasn't just fucking terrible either. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do.
Yeah. So I had to get better, but I didn't start out at the, like, baseline of I'm the worst in the whole world. Like, I don't know how to do this. The entire concept is outside of my reach. Like, I never had those moments.
Uh-huh.
So now when I run into where I run into things where it's like, oh, God.
There's a little resistance there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to deal with this. What the hell?
Yeah.
I completely agree. You know, actually, if I ever have kids, I would be, as a parent, that would be one of my chief, like, concerns and things that I would be trying to protect them from.
Right.
Because like, when I went through school, I fucking killed it.
Right.
As you know. And it was completely useless, frankly.
Yeah.
Because I really think that I got out of it. I got tired of hearing that argument. You know, people like, oh, yeah, school is completely pointless and all that. But it's kind of true. Because I was left with, I got really good grades on everything.
Right.
But I never pursued anything. I really never did anything for any reason except that I thought I was supposed to succeed at something.
Right.
So I honestly did not learn how to pursue my own interests.
Yeah.
And that is not that is an actual skill that I think one has to practice.
Yeah, for sure.
And I never got the opportunity to do that, and I'm worse for it.
Right. No, sorry. I was going to say I agree, but I don't mean to say that I agree that you're worse for it.
I know what you mean.
But I agree with your point.
Yeah, so now I like I said, I'm glad that I went to college and everything.
Right.
And I'm glad I had the experience. But yeah, it's a serious deficiency, and it's something that I need to learn now when I'm 27 years old instead of the time where you should be learning stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
So I should have, allowed myself to maybe not get a good grade in something and try something else instead, that just because I was interested in it.
Right. I think that I don't know, it comes from when you're a very responsible person, which I would say that you are. I don't know if you feel that way. But I've always thought of you as a relatively responsible person.
Thanks. I wouldn't disagree with that.
I think that you feel like, it's your responsibility to get good grades at the cost of pursuing some of those interests.
Right.
So I think that, and not...
Well, that's a secondary thing, too, is that...
I think that getting good grades is important as well, but...
It's not unimportant. Yeah, so it's, it's a bit of a reactionary thing to say, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But, I mean, overall, for one thing, pursuing the things that you want does not imply bad grades.
Right.
I really found myself, I'm getting them for no sake other than their own.
Right.
And that actually is, I would stand by, basically valueless.
Yes.
Because now I'm left in this position, like, what is it that I actually want out of life?
Right.
And you need to answer that to continue fucking living your life.
Yeah, it's true.
So, I've got to be playing catch up. And also another part of that is, learning to be okay with wanting things, I guess,
Yeah.
Not feeling... identifying it first, and then, allowing yourself to be okay with that.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
And people are more or less, shy or tuned into their own interests and that kind of thing. So some people maybe don't struggle with that.
Right.
That's my own shit. And then having no thumbs.
I know, it's tough.
I can't imagine growing up like that.
Can you imagine playing this game without thumbs?
No, you're fucking killing it, and we're not talking enough about it. Like, you have overcome so much to get where you are. Like, you type the names of the episodes. How do you hit the fucking space bar? With your nose.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And, I will always respect you for that.
Well, some people say I could use an index finger, but...
Those people are fools. Those people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, well, you see, the people with thumbs can push the space bar with their index finger, but they can also keep their index finger free for other things.
Yeah.
So I wanted
like
that...
fucking QWERTY and shit.
Oh, no!
Hello!
I wanted to keep my thumbs free. So the nose it was.
Yeah.
The nose, you say.
The nose, I say.
Going back to... I don't know when anything is anymore in the timeline.
But time is a loop.
It's a flat circle.
That's what it is.
It's a crooked bow, as Andrew Bird says, which I kind of like.
Like the kind of thing I would put in my hair, or the kind of thing with which you would striate a violin.
That he's a violinist, so
okay.
The point is
not a hairdresser.
With a crooked bow, when you pull it, it ends up, it goes a different place than you expect it to. I don't know. I've always liked that line. Time is a crooked bow. He says it in a bunch of songs. It's one he's obviously very proud of.
Dude, I fucking came up with that myself.
No, Andrew Bird just is like that. Not that I think he's proud of it, but he reuses thoughts sometimes in songs. I don't necessarily get down on it. I think it's interesting.
Yeah. I swear I've got my own examples of that, but I just can't think of what they are right now.
It's fine. Oh, God.
This seems tough.
This is kind of hard, yeah. It's a little annoying. Because this thing uses so much ink.
Do you have any other weapons?
Oh, you know what? I could just... No.
Get up to that thing?
You can't switch. You have a loadout.
Okay.
So when you go into a level, you go in with the charger.
Okay.
And this level is... Default is the charger, so you have to clear it with the charger before you can do it with other weapons.
So now grab that balloon.
I think I gotta move this over and then grab that balloon.
There you go.
Like
hey,
so.
good work. Slick Squid.
Thanks.
Kind of hard to say.
Slick Squid. It is kind of hard to say.
Boing.
Oh, my entire body is sweat, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I'm more liquid than anything else.
We've been
now.
recording 6 hours straight now.
Yeah. Like that, people. What we're putting ourselves through for you.
And this this room gets really hot when we're recording because we can't run fans or an air conditioner.
And we're just on fire.
And yeah, I'm on fire.
Yeah.
And our souls are alight. So I haven't done this boss, so this should be interesting.
The boss kettle's open.
Oh,
Get ready.
What's up here?
The boss kettle.
I know, but what is the boss kettle, I wonder?
Boss kettle.
It's funny that we're talking about all this on Splatoon and not Night in the Woods where it's relevant.
Well, Night in the Woods is doing it itself, you know?
Yeah. Shut up, Sheldon. I got it. I'll use the roller. Fear the Octo Samurai.
Ooh. You haven't seen this?
No.
I'm intrigued.
I am too. It's a sumo arena, for one.
Ooh.
So... there's an Ask Reddit thread about a while ago about like
sumo.
No, about it was Ask Reddit like what's generally considered to be like a dick move, and someone talked about how in sumo there's a move that they'll do sometimes to disrespect their opponent, where when you go to charge at each other at the very beginning, you just step aside and let them charge out of the ring.
Splats with honor.
It's legal, but it's dishonorable. You only really do it if you're trying to like make a statement against the person you're playing against. He's on a unicycle. He's on a unicycle.
Oh my god! Of course he is. Like the classic sumo wrestlers of old.
Oh god.
He splats with honor.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the latest in Octarian
weapons. No!
Oh, that's just ridiculous. Yeah. Slap that butt. Ink his butt.
I'm not very good at this.
There was a sumo component in Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah, I don't think that I actually have to push him out of the arena here, but I could be wrong.
I don't think you're moving him, so...
I think I just need to... Did he just jump over there, or did I knock him over
no,
there?
I think he jumped over there. He's revving up!
There we go.
I'd like to find out more about the actual sport of sumo.
I really wanted to go to a match when I was in Japan, but it was
Whale on it!
It was off season, unfortunately.
Oh, that's too bad.
But yeah, I think it's kind of a fantastically interesting sport.
Because it's kind of like, I think in Greco-Roman wrestling, you're also just trying to get your opponent out of the ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's probably got its own particular rules.
Yep.
I'm just not sure what they... Ooh.
I love the design of this fucking guy.
It's pretty awesome. He's kind of like a samurai squid version of one of those public park rockabillys.
Yes. Oh, God.
God, I'm sorry to be such a stereotype, but Japanese culture is so fucking interesting.
Yeah. No, I feel bad saying that as well, but I think that the reason it has the kind of following it does is because it is very unique. Even from like a world culture perspective.
Yeah.
Like
they'd be winning a cultural victory.
Yes, but it's because it's like there's such a weird merging of like traditional Asian cultures and like being
other
rebuilt,
cultures that they've met.
Yeah, and being rebuilt by a Western culture after World War II.
Yes, also true.
And they kind of picked up some of the like perceived tendencies of Americans, and it's kind of interesting to see the things that they've adapted in their own way from American culture.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Do you think that Japan should be allowed to build their own military? Like, comment, and subscribe if you think Japan should have a military.
I have no opinions.
Tune in for Kids React to Japanese military.
Actually, do you want my actual opinion? Because it's real hairy.
Yeah, sure.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
My opinion is that no one should be allowed to build a military.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I got you.
But that has nothing to do with Japan at all.
Right, yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. I mean, the perfect world, no one would have one.
How am I going to take everybody's capital without a military?
Keep your own capital. Have no capital.
I want all the capitals.
Anyway.
What, do you want me to just build fucking archaeology museums the whole game?
Well, that's
what are we talking about?
That's how you win a cultural victory. Fuck me. Oh,
that's
God.
not how you win a cultural victory.
Through fucking?
Why is that not a victory
I'm pretty sure that's how
type?
Cleopatra won her victory. Did she win?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about history.
She got asped.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
That sounds like it sucks.
Asp play is dangerous.
Or it sounds like someone didn't suck the poison out.
Or they did because that doesn't fucking work anyway.
Oh, doesn't it?
No.
God damn it, I'm so unequipped for a snake attack.
Yeah, dude, you gotta fucking steer clear of those things. Danger noodles.
Ugh, I hate snakes so much.
The nope rope.
That's a good one.
I know.
I hate you. I hate you. I'm out of ink.
He splats with honor.
I splat with more honor.
So you say.
I just love that he's on a unicycle for no good reason.
That's true, yes. There's plenty of unusual stuff here. But it all kind of goes together at least. The unicycle, kind of neither here nor there. Go, Agent 4. Here comes the vertical swing.
I guess I could do a vertical swing.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you jump and then do it. And you do it. See. It's not as impressive as his.
No. Well, he is about 20 times as big as you are.
Oh, I keep getting my shield back at least. Before getting
that's
wrecked.
good.
Yeah. I haven't lost a life.
Yeah, get him. You're almost there. You go.
Give it to me.
Spank that tent. A coal.
Okay. I'm on it.
End it. Yes. Good job, Agent 4.
Now I push him out of the arena.
Possibly.
No.
What is that?
That's Squid Soul or something? I have no idea.
Huh. Does Squid have souls? Do we have souls?
No.
Do shoes have souls?
That was an Inkling Soul. Like, that's what the Inklings look like when they die,
That's what I thought.
So why
He's
is
like
it
a
inside
corrupted
there?
Inkling?
What
Strange
is it?
things are afoot. Or a tentacle.
I have much to learn in this game.
Yeah.
You know what else we have much to learn about?
Life.
Yeah?
Pursuit of happiness.
Sure.
Who we are.
Space? The sea floor?
Yes, you're right.
No. What?
Huh? The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be like...
Actually, there's likely radio interference in Octo Canyon. All the junk around there's probably giving off electroshock.
Shut up, Sheldon, nerd.
Oh,
Also, we'll be back in the next episode as a
I won't be. I'm going somewhere else.
I don't care.